Hello, Whittemore community. I hope everyone is doing well. Today, for our daily writing activity, I want to take a closer look at the start of our narratives, or what's called the lead. Okay? But before we get into that, let's take a look back at what we worked on yesterday. So, if you remember, we picked one of our memories from our list of 3 and started our writing. And I had picked Sunday morning blueberry pancakes with Mom. And before we got started, we drew our 2 pictures, quick sketches. Okay? The first picture was the start of our story, and our second picture was somewhere later in that narrative. Okay? And then we just spent 5 to 10 minutes writing the story. We looked at that picture to help us with the start, and then wrote for 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so again, today we're going to take a closer look at the start, which is that first sentence, what's called the lead. Now, we want that lead to be a quality lead. And the reason we want it to be quality is we want to grab the reader's attention. If you have a quality lead that really grabs the reader's attention, then they're going to want to continue reading your story, reading your narrative. So let's talk about what makes up a quality lead. So, all right, there are 3 ways that we can start our story that will be of quality. So the first way is with an action. Okay. The second way is with talking or thinking. Okay. We may have a character talk or the thoughts of that character. So action, talking, thinking. And the third way is what I call set the setting. It's where you talk about or describe the setting. So I'm going to put set the setting. And the setting is the time or place for your story, when it takes place, where it takes place. Right? So these are the 3 ways to start a story that will be a quality lead. So what we're going to do for today is I'm going to model taking a look back at the start of my narrative. We'll talk about what we think I did. Did I use an action? Did I use talking? Did I set the setting? And then we're going to try to make it better, make it have more quality, that lead. So let's look back. Actually, it might be easier. Let me just take it down. So my lead was I was lying in bed. Right. What do you think? Was that an action? Was that talking, thinking? Was that set the setting? Well, it's not talking or thinking because it didn't have any speaker tags or any quotation marks. So I know it wasn't talking or thinking. Did I talk about the time, the place? No. So I would put that as an action. Now, it really wasn't the greatest of actions. I was lying in bed. I don't know if that really grabs the reader's attention, right? After reading that sentence, the reader might be like, okay, great, you were lying in bed. That makes me tired just reading that sentence. So let's see if we can change that. I think we would all agree that that was not really a quality lead, a quality start to my narrative. Let's see if we can make it a little bit better. All right. So an action, lying in bed is not really a great action. So what could I change that to? How about I sat up quickly in bed. I sat up quickly in bed. That's a little bit better, right? Now the reader is asking themselves, well, why? Okay? Did something happen? What caused me to sit up quickly in bed? Okay? All right, let's see if I can come up with a talking or thinking lead. Okay? Now again, my story is about my mom making blueberry pancakes on Sunday morning, so again, we can always look back to our previous drafts for inspiration, for words, sentences. We can even use, and I can even use some of the words or sentences in here and just kind of reword them, rework them to make them better. That's all writing is rewriting. Okay. Remember, we had our mantra of see it, say it, write it. Well, another mantra we have in our writers workshop is all writing is rewriting. We can constantly work on it to add to it, make it better, improve it. Okay. So talking or thinking. I could start my story with what's that smell? I said to myself. Okay, again, that is a better lead. That grabs the reader's attention because they're wondering, yeah, what is that smell? Is it a good smell? Is it a bad smell? Is it smoke? Is there something wrong? Okay, it makes them want to continue to keep reading. Okay, so now let's see if I can come up with a more quality lead for the setting. Now, if I look back at what I wrote yesterday, okay, I did have a sentence, the sun was coming in through the window. Well, that's not too bad. Let's see if we can use some of that for my setting, because my setting is my bedroom, it is morning, okay? So I think I can use some of that, and I'm just going to add a little bit different words to make it a better, more quality lead. So set the setting. How about the sun was coming? I was going to say the sun was coming, but how about the sun shined through my bedroom window. Bring that down a little bit so we don't see. Okay. Now, before I had was coming in through, I did not have the word bedroom. So now just putting that word bedroom helps with the setting, because now we know where we are. It orients the reader. Okay. They know that it is taking place in my bedroom. Morning, yeah, the sun would shine through in the morning. Okay, we know it's not nighttime, but sometime in the daytime. So the sun shined through my bedroom window. Okay. Now what I can do is I can go back in and use one of these leads in another draft for my story. Okay. So what I want you to do today is go back to your narrative that you wrote yesterday. Look at your first sentence, look at your lead, and ask yourself, is it a quality lead? Okay? And then I want you to get a piece of paper and a pencil, and I want you to try to write 3 different leads. Now, one of your lead was probably one of these, but even if it was, try to change it just like I did. I had an action lead, but it really wasn't a quality lead. So I changed that, okay, to make it a better lead. Okay? So get your piece of paper, get your pencil, and try to write an action lead, try to write a talking, thinking lead, and then try to write a set the setting lead. Okay? Now, tomorrow, we'll take a look at how to write a quality closing. Okay? So again, for today, see if you could come up with 3 different quality leads, an action, a talking, thinking, and a set the setting. And tomorrow we'll take a look at our closing for our narrative. So thank you for watching. I hope everyone is doing well, be happy and healthy, and we will see you tomorrow.